What's going on, movie fans? My name is Michael Weer. I love talking about movies, and it's officially October of 2023, the spookiest time of year, I might add. But since it's October, it's time to talk about upcoming movie releases that are coming out in the month of October 2023. But just like previous videos that I've done this year, I gotta tell you two things. The first is that I may have missed a movie or two, because these are the movies that are on my personal radar. There's so many movies going to movie theaters or to streaming that I miss some things from time to time. So if there's a movie that I didn't put on this list, I would love for you to let me know in the comment section down below why I should check it out and why it's on your radar. And finally, if this is the first time you're finding my channel, I would absolutely love for you guys to subscribe to my channel. I've got a ton of content on here, whether it's movie reviews, Blu-ray updates. As you can see behind me, I've got a huge collection of movies that I love to talk about with you guys all the time. With all that said, let's get into October of 2023 new releases. The first movie on the list, starting out the spooky month right, is The Exorcist Believer. This is a movie I'm very excited about. I already have my tickets for. It is a follow-up to the original Exorcist that came out 50 years ago, and I'm very excited for this. The trailers look great. The two girls being possessed this time around looks fresh, looks new. They've updated it. I can't wait for it. The Exorcist Believer comes out on October 6th. Another movie coming out on October 6th is called The Burial. It stars Jamie Foxx and Tommy Lee Jones, and it's a movie about a lawyer that helps a funeral home owner save his business, and just the star power of those two actors makes me want to watch this movie. The final movie coming out on October 6th is going straight to Paramount Plus, and it's called Pet Cemetery Bloodlines. I believe this is a prequel to the Pet Cemetery movie that came out in 2019, and I don't know if I'm excited about this or not, because on the one hand, I didn't really like 2019's Pet Cemetery, didn't think it was very good, and so I'm not really interested in a prequel. But on the other side of things, the writer and director of this movie, Lindsay Beer, has also been selected to be the writer-director of the upcoming Sleepy Hollow reboot. And so part of me wants to know what she can do. Part of me wants to know what she's going to be able to do in a horror movie, because that's going to transfer over to whatever she's able to do in Sleepy Hollow. So yeah, I'll probably check it out, just might not make it a priority right away. Moving to the next weekend, Taylor Swift's in town, and she has brought her Eras Tour to the theater. If you're going to check out the Eras Tour in theater, let me know how it is, because I won't be going, because I don't like people making noise in a movie theater. It's not that I have anything against Taylor Swift. My kids all like her music. It's fine. I have no issue with it. I just don't like people making noise in movie theaters. And if you don't think that theater is going to be at an 11 with Swifties, you're out of your damn mind. So yeah, you won't find me there. But with that said, on October 13th, there is a movie coming out that probably no one will go see, so I will have a theater to myself, and it's called Dear David. And Dear David is a horror movie that stars Justin Long, and as a rule of thumb, if the horror movie stars Justin Long, you have to go see it. But this movie is about a man who's being haunted by a boy named David that's trying to kill him. The previews do it more justice than my description just did. I had a good time with it. If it's playing around you, you should go check that movie out on Friday the 13th. On October 20th, guys, the only weekend between September 1st and October 31st this year that doesn't get a horror movie release, but it's giving us Leonardo DiCaprio starring in Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon. And this is a movie that I've been looking forward to all year. It was on my most anticipated movies of the year list, and since Shelby Oaks got kicked to next year, this is the last movie on my most anticipated movies of the year 2023 list, and I absolutely can't wait for it. And it's going to be a nice palate cleanser. You know, I've been watching a lot of horror lately with the Saw reviews, and now going into Exorcist this weekend, and we got a horror movie at the end of the month that we're about to talk about that I know you guys are excited about too. And so this is going to feel like a nice palate cleanser between all of those horror movies, and the recent trailer that they dropped for this movie had my jaw on the floor. I can't wait to see Leo act his ass off in this movie. He might just get another Oscar for this. And I don't want him to beat out Oppenheimer. I think everybody who worked on that movie deserves an Oscar. But Killers of the Flower Moon is coming for it. We get 3 more movies on October 27th. The first movie is called Pain Hustlers. It stars Chris Evans. It's a movie that's going to Netflix. I don't know much about it, and I'm kind of staying that way, because the more I know about Netflix movies, the less interested I become. So I'm hoping to just get to that movie, turn on Pain Hustlers, and hopefully have an enjoyable time for the first time this year watching a Netflix release. Another movie coming out on October 27th is called Freelance. It stars John Cena, and anything John Cena's in, as a rule of thumb, I have to go see. So Justin Long horror-based movies, you gotta go see. And anything with John Cena, you gotta go see. So Freelance, it comes out and he's a hitman that's on the run. There's like 3 people, they're all running the whole movie, and they're being chased. John Cena does well in those kind of roles. Like, he's a very badass guy, but he turns it into comedy. He does really well with that. So Freelance comes out on October 27th, and you should check it out. And finally, on October 27th, the movie that needs no introduction from me is Five Nights at Freddy's. When they first announced this, I was blown away that we were actually getting a Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and then you saw the set get built a couple months later. It was like, wow, they are serious about this thing. Then the trailer dropped a couple months ago, and it looked phenomenal. The second trailer just dropped recently. It looks great. Tickets just went on sale, and I can't wait to see this thing. Five Nights at Freddy's might be the best horror movie of the horror season this year. Although, reserving my judgment, because it is PG-13 and it is Blumhouse, and sometimes they like to hold back on stuff so they can get more butts in the seats. We'll see. Blumhouse is also part of the Exorcist movie that's coming out, and those are the 2 movies I'm putting up against each other this October. And maybe Dear David will sneak in there and be like, actually, I was the best. We'll see. With that said, Five Nights at Freddy's, are you excited about it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Those are all the movies that are coming out in October of 2023. I'm excited to go check them out. Are you excited about any of them? If you are, let me know in the comment section down below. And finally, guys, if you like this video and you want to see more of my content, don't forget to hit the like button. It helps the video, it helps the channel, and it helps me right here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Now, as truly excited as I am for Five Nights at Freddy's, for The Exorcist, for Dear David, like, all 3 of those horror movies look great. Killers of the Flower Moon, I'm very excited about that movie, hoping it's an Oscar contender, hoping it's a fantastic movie. As excited as I am for all of those movies, November has some incredible looking movies that we're going to talk about next month. Stay tuned for that video, because that has a movie that I think is going to be movie of the year, just based on the trailers. We'll get to it next month, but based on the trailers, it looks phenomenal. We'll see. Thanks for watching, guys.